Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our second Valorant match of the evening. Another best of one, this time against Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University down in Florida. This is their blue team.
Oh, you're going to introduce yourself. I am Big Soup and/or Blake Shrewsbury. I play for Center Esports Overwatch White Team. We may have a little bit of a technical difficulty. Whisper may be unable to pick at the moment. Of course, Riot Games, perfect as always.
Sneak away and see if I can assist with that.
While we have a little peeksy, a little looksy, I'm gonna sit here and talk about random things. So we just had, I say just, about an hour ago, it just ended. The first Valorant match. It was a absolutely, I'm not gonna say harrowing sort of comeback, but it was certainly a comeback. At halftime, it was 2-10, not in Center's favor, and they managed to bring it back into the game 13-12, I believe, or no, 13-11, because 13-12 would be overtime. But yeah, I believe Whisper may be having a little bit of technical difficulties, but it'll be all right. We'll get through it, as we always do. In this matchup, since Center is starting attackers, it's that certainly was a noise in my ears. I don't know if you guys heard that. Since Center is an attacking side, I'm very interested to see how that first half goes. Haven is a attack-sided map. The defenders are just simply, if they want to put somebody across the whole map, they're going to be spread really thin. There's only going to be about 1 or 2 people on each site, depending on how you split them. Um, and attackers are just going to have that little bit of an upper hand, and I'm eager to see how that turns out. It looks like we are getting into the game now. Hopefully those technical difficulties have been demolished. We can get into this game. It does look like now people are being able to pick. On center side, we've got KJ that we've seen previously. Sora on Sova, Snom on Jet, Whisper on Viper, and Blimey on Raze. Running the double duelists. We didn't run double duelists last time, but I think that we traded out an initiator for a duelist, so it's not going to be too different. On the other side, we have an Astra, a Raze, Cypher, Fade, and a Sky. This is so very very initiator heavy. If you need that cord to be anywhere, yank it out the wall. Somewhat similar similar comps. I will say the Sova pick. I'm very eager to see how that Sova works out. I'm always a really big fan of Sova, but I'm nowhere near good enough and do not care to study lineups. But yeah, the Raze, I believe, no, we did not have a Raze. We just had Ixora on Raze, or on Reyna.
Is a pretty big departure from the norm for what we've seen so far from Center Valorant this year. Oftentimes we're seeing Whisper here on the Raze, but instead we are seeing Blimey take over that role. And very fascinating. We have Snom here, not playing smokes, letting the smokes be done by Whisper instead. Really a lot of switching up the roles here in this game.
And looks like Pistol Run is going to be just a full send on C Long, which I personally usually go C Long Pistol Round for no reason.
Love C Long Pistol.
No reason other than I want to.
It just feels right. You know? Just feels like home.
Yeah, feels like where I should be.
No one can hit you with a Marshall on the pistol.
Yeah, no, you're not scared of Ops standing on top of that little box right there.
There are a lot
Ooh,
of
running through the trip.
I'm able to get right through it, but falls in the process.
Snom's dash ended up
Whisper
being
evens
down.
things up.
Throwing that util, getting some picks, getting some trades. It is going to end up with center up 1. This could go either way. Pistol Round is very topsy-turny. So we're looking for that. Ooh, and a fantastic headshot. We have one enemy in garage. Just sort of circling around center's players. Ooh, and center's hitting a lot of really clean headshots here. Might not be headshot kills, but I'm not one to scoff at classic headshots. I think that they're sometimes quite elusive. Rogi going for a Vandal buy. I mean, if you got the cash, why not? This round, you're going to have to remind me. It's EARU.
ERAU.
ERAU. Embry Road. They're going to be a little bit strapped for cash. Ixora, maybe a little bit timed out. Hopefully nothing too big. An unfortunate dash by Snom. Ixora seems to be moving again, so no time to build those buddies.
Just really readying that arrow shot for right when the team
Yeah.
needs it.
As I said, I do not know Sova lineups, and so I mistook the Sova lineup for a DC. And Blimey getting the 2-pick. Blimey getting the 2-pick, and Ixora just cleaning that up. We just have one Cypher left. Cypher definitely cannot go in here. Cypher's going to have to do something, but this is looking like a 1 round for center. I say as I send all of the bad juju into the air. Maybe a little bit greedy spraying through that smoke. Rebound
Cypher
center.
totally running away now, pretty deep into the hallway by B. Like he might not actually choose to come in. Just as I say that, starts to round the corner a bit.
Whisper just
no one's
locked
there
onto
looking.
heaven. Cypher comes in. They don't quite see each other fast enough. Cypher goes short. Can he get away from the bomb? Cypher cannot. Neither can Whisper. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Still a 1 round. We take those.
I think Whisper just carrying a Marshall there.
Yeah.
So not the end of the world to lose that particular weapon.
Not at all. Now we are on to a nice rifle round. I'm not going to mistake this for a DC. I believe Sova's just getting those lineups. And it is good to see that Sova does have lineups, despite the Sova maybe being a little bit of a out of the blue non-meta pick. Still able to run it. Still knowledgeable about it. Coming in slow. Jet sort of knows that dashing in wasn't working last time, and maybe you gotta switch it up a little bit, move at a different pace. Throwing in those frags just to delay, not quite getting anything for it. That's a lot of util spent on A. So center is going to look for that rotate. Bomb still in
Whisper's
main.
the one who stays behind. Interesting choice,
So,
yeah.
They almost really adhere to Whisper here.
Like it might not be a real rotate, really just kind of
Yeah.
maybe looking to bait a rotate out from Embry Riddle. But we will see Whisper able to go ahead and retreat a bit. Looks like they will actually rotate. Fortunately, Hirogi going down to Jeej. Snom coming up into garage here.
Everybody moving forward. Still, defense side really split up. Oh, Jeej getting another pick. It's not able to get one. That dash was almost the end, but just far enough to get out of sight. Blimey might come into a large team fight here. A trade.
3. Still no bomb planted. It's back in the corner.
There's one. Ooh, hard flashed. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Gets shot in the side. All right, looking, just running it down mid, just splitting defense side in half. Hopefully we can get some picks off that. Ooh, the Bucky. Whisper gone down from the raise with Bucky. Blimey getting a pick. That spray not quite being enough for Snom. Blimey pulls out the...
From Blimey, there are 2 back there. Be kind of cool to get
Not
them
quite far enough.
grouped out, but yeah, they retreat fully into spawn for that.
Showstopper at least bought
space.
some time. Make some
Yeah.
space, bought some time. Not
One more
entirely
pick
a
from
loss.
Sora here. Keeps things center's favor in the numbers game. Both hopping on the site here.
And there's
Just
Cypher
one
down.
left, just the raise.
Getting sandwiched.
Glob galob galab.
Ooh, makes it the 180 to take out Exora.
Half health.
Not able to make it out, but still a win. Unfortunate that Blimey couldn't get out either. And Gob Galab Galab is going to make it out with a rifle, which is unfortunate. For center. Not unfortunate for them.
Glob galob galab. Galab galab.
Yeah, maybe during
Globe
timeouts we just try and pronounce.
Galab.
We just try and pronounce the name. I wonder what the comms are like. I wonder what callouts are like for that. But again, maybe looking at a little bit of a mid push. C long being occupied by Viper. Sora a little bit scared to peek. And justifiably so. A couple shots and a fantastic headshot from Xora to take out the flanker. We've taken over Garage and gotten a pick on C. This is looking really good for center in a 5v3 at the moment. And Whisper gets Astra.
One enemy remaining.
And there goes Sky. This is going to be a 4v1. Ooh, in Garage. Peeks with the nade. Manages to get out of the way of the nade and just sprays the wall. Fortunately, that was a little bit of a trade, but I feel like I keep saying it, unfortunately, but we take those. This is almost a mirror of what we saw last time, to where center is just absolutely taking the lead in this one. Looking at ults, center has 3 ults up, and ERAU has 2. Not the most influential ults up here, but Jet has major potential, and Sova and Viper can secure those post plants. Once again, running it down mid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just maybe making a little bit too much noise in that smoke. Gets a little bit poked there. No healers on center side to bring Jet back up. Snam is going to find one, though. Just going to smoke. Whisper's going to use that as an opportunity to throw some util in, maybe at the begrudgment of Snam there. And Spike's going to move on to A. But Snam's going to stay. Snam's going to stay and contest a little bit and get a pick. They have no idea. They think that maybe Bomb is still B or rotating elsewhere.
I think this Astra up here has seen some util from
Spike down A.
Sova.
Unfortunate. Snam goes down in mid. We do have Bomb going down on A. So it's going to be a rotate from everyone else having to compete inside of a Viper ult. This is going to be a very hard win for ERAU. But they do have that showstopper. That showstopper could mean big things if center has bad placement. At this moment, they're just sort of spraying and going around with Buckies, hoping to get one. And there's one, and that's Viper ult down. But there goes Raze, and there goes Sky, and there's a win for center.
Ogie cleaning up with a 3-piece.
I feel like everybody is really just getting their 2 cents in a lot of these rounds, able to make a name for themselves a little bit. And we are going to still maintain that number of 3 ults. ERAU is going to pick up another ult in the Sky. I believe Sky and Astra now are our new ults for them. It's going to be 3 ults, 3 ults. I still think that Jet ult could have major potential for center. And I'm eager to see whenever Snob decides to pull that out. Looking for that mid into Garage. Not necessarily focusing on B this time. Very nervous going through the Cypher's own smoke. Is able to get him. Dashes through. Surprises Astra. And that's going to give them control of C. They're going to be able to plant. ERAU has 1 in CT and 1 in Garage. Ooh, Whisper gets picked off from the side.
One enemy remaining.
And there goes Snob, but it is going to be down to 1. Blimey's going to pick it up. And once again, no use of the ults. We're able to save those and make sure that they're influential, and we use them when we need them. ERAU is going to now have 4. And I'm sure Showstopper is... I believe Showstopper was used not too long ago. So that's going to be on cooldown for a little bit. I say that, but as we check there, I believe Blimey's Showstopper is 7 out of 8. You're about to get that.
Here.
Throwing out some util. We have now shown presence on A, but not exactly giving away too much. So droning, not quite finding anything with it. He's gonna ping, and that's definitely gonna find somebody if nobody moves. There's one ping. Ooh, the Bucky to take Ixora down almost to no health. Nom isn't gonna get one, but Whisper's gonna trade. And that KJ ult's gonna get everybody on site. Rogi going deep. Doesn't get flashed by that, but gets out for the smoke. Very nerve-wracking. Blimey watching that heaven, making sure nobody comes from up top. Pops out the showstopper. Really unfortunate time with the Seekers. Nobody able to take them out. Really unfortunate showstopper, but still think that we have major site control here and nothing to worry about. One's going up to heaven.
Here.
Very hurt.
Such a thin wall, though. This could be a pretty risky play.
One enemy remaining.
Absolutely. Pierogi just making sure that that's not an option. Last in CT, and Whisper cuts that out. A dominant attacker side for center. I'm sure that center team is currently hoping that nobody foresees a repeat of last time, where center may get really far and ERAU might get a comeback. It's entirely possible.
And of course, this time around, center is the one selecting the map side. Not necessarily selecting the map, but banning down to this one being the last choice.
So this half would be their most influential.
And yeah, they get to pick the side. From talking with them, it seemed like they aren't super favoring one versus the other, but wanted to go ahead and deny them the attack in this site with 3 different points to have to defend, make it a bit tricky.
I would like to say while we were just discussing the map choice, Snom was picking up kills. Snom was getting the picks, and has narrowed it down to, unfortunately, been traded to a 4v3. Sitting in garage, gets sidewinded by the Rays. Very unfortunate. Sort of looking for a chalk dart. Finding a headshot instead.
Last player standing.
We're getting taken out, and Blimey not able to make the trade that is going to lead to a loss for center. First round in a hot minute. And I doubt, while of course center never wants to lose, I doubt that they're very upset with the streak that they made.
You know, not more than, I think, 33 health to the name of ERAU there. Was a pretty tight round. We'll see if this can get some momentum going for Embry Riddle here. Finally able to take a round off. Center still has plenty of fun, still able to pull by here. Might take a second loss before it really starts to hurt them.
I believe Jet is going to pop out that ult. Oh, or just a Vandal on the ground. Thought maybe it was going to be a bud around for a moment. But yes, absolutely correct. I think that there's definitely room for ERAU to make a major comeback here. It's definitely in the cards. Schools was spraying through the wall and unfortunately peeked by 2 people at the same time. Not much you can do about that. That's a showstopper down. I don't believe it connected with anything. A little bit of pings from Sova. Absolutely just oppressing all of the sites at the moment. Almost like a defender, they're just showing presence everywhere, so nobody can really rotate. There is somebody on A. Astra might be able to get a pick here.
Ducking out in short.
KJ gets taken out by the Astra on site. And Whisper cannot make up for it. Limey gets one, but is just getting absolutely rushed. Now Sova against the world. Xura cannot find one, unfortunately. And that is going to be a second round. We might have talked about it a little bit. The ERAU might have that momentum. We'll say both timeouts are on the table at the moment, and it is already round 11.
Told you you're okay. You're okay, fam. Good even.
after the next
Center
two.
still has the funds though to be able to at least mostly full buy here.
Maybe one or two has to buy an Ares, but you're absolutely right. We're able to hold on to a lot of those rifles. And like I said before, Jet can run a budget round. There's still very much room. I don't believe that Jet has popped out those knives, and I'm ready. I'm ready to see
I dropped the spike.
some updraft head taps. Absolutely cutting that util out. Showing some presence, making some noise. Jet does pop that ult. Let's see if maybe Snob can't find anything. Updraft looking at heaven. Ooh, drops unfortunately
yeah.
down to 1 health.
Single health point.
If Snob's gonna get some picks, it's going to be some high octane games. Gonna throw down the smoke. Maybe looking for somebody to come through, or really just has to play incredibly carefully. Cannot play that ult to its full ability now
No
that
draft, no
they fall into that
updraft.
nade.
Alright, yeah, no
A single
dash.
smoke. And that
Really
is
just
going to be a
hoping someone
rotate.
gets a little hungry and rotates out, but
Maybe anticipating ERAU wanting that ult orb. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is going to push C in garage.
we'll get stopped by some of this Cypher util.
A lot of
now
just
3
smokes.
members on site from ERAU.
They fully rotated. I will say on A, Jet just dancing around with Asterisk gets the pick. Jet is going to get those knife kills. Ixora is going to get a pick as well. Ixora is going to get traded though.
Site looking a lot more clear than it was a moment ago.
Absolutely.
We'll see the plant come out here. It's just down to the sky.
One more in
Kinda hanging
CT.
out in spawn.
I'm sure Sky is terrified to, and doesn't even get the opportunity to peek it as Whisper takes Sky out.
Last round before the switch.
This will be the last round before halftime. So, really just buying all that you can. You won't have any money after this. I think that Jet running that ult round is just exactly what, just to make sure that last round that Jet had those funds.
And it certainly does. We see Ixora here busting out the Odin. Pretty devastating combo with Sova when he can
Doesn't
sneak through walls.
Quite get any pings, but yes, I think that maybe a ping from the drone here and an Odin clip just mowing through a wall does hit that.
TB Dean up there.
And is gonna look
Similar
for it.
idea
No
out of
spray.
ERAU.
Making a lot of noise coming in and out of that smoke. I'm sure Cypher is very knowledgeable about their presence. Got those blast packs, gonna blast pack onto site. A little bit of a misfire, but still gets the pick. The last two are in mid and going garage.
One enemy.
Nobody really looking at it. Ixora is, though. Ixora is going to make sure that that Odin goes to use. Last one still in garage. Ixora rotating. Gonna see if they're too slow, Ixora can put a stop to that. Whisper is going to get taken out.
Bomb grenade out.
And there's that half with a
4
not
piece for Blimey there. What an incredible round.
Sides.
a very, very insane round for everybody. I think that Blimey getting the 4-piece and Ixora pulling out the Odin just to take advantage of those Sova pings. That's gonna put us at a 3-9 half in favor of center. We might have a little bit of a 9-3 curse going. Hopefully not for center. Hopefully they manage to maintain the lead. Once again, pistol round is very much a toss-up. I will say, with ERAU being attacker side, tides might change a little bit. Ooh, a fantastic headshot from Snom. Can't quite finish anybody off, but is going to get a lot of damage in.
I think that damage was done onto the Sky, it looks like, which is especially impactful because Sky can't heal herself.
Blimey is going to get taken out here. Snam a little bit scared to peek just because of how much damage they took. Gonna try and blind fire that. Can't quite find anything. Whisper's gonna get one and then is going to get got by the boombot. Pierogi and Ixor, the last one standing, able to peek from a little bit different angles. Throwing a lot of util down there and only just now planting. Bomb's only just now gone down. Ixora is going to fall, though. It's going to be Pierogi versus almost the entire team. See if Pierogi can't maybe take one or two out, and of course, hopefully take out all of them. But ooh, spots the Astra, spots the Raze, and cannot make it past. Since ERAU has one pistol round, it is projected that they will win this one. And that just means that center manages to win this one. That is a major lead for center. And it's going to take a lot in order to take the trophy out of their hands. ERAU kind of just looking at mid at the moment, not really making any decisive decisions. And let's see. With, of course, that force buy. Snam is going to take a little bit of damage off the rip. Seems to be somewhat of a trend. But is going to get damage in return. A fantastic headshot.
That damage gets healed up on Glob Galoob Galab.
Unfortunate, picked by Jeej. Ixora very hurt. Hoping to maybe get a ping for a teammate. Throwing a lot of that utility in just to clear out B, make some space. As it looks like a rotate to A.
Going on into A short, and no one's there.
No one there to contest.
Blimey. Throwing that nade out, could get some good damage here. Doesn't look like it connects.
Random boombot out, see if maybe can't help the eyes or anything like that. And looks like a rotate back to B for ERAU. Still some presence on A though. Some one or two people anchoring. Looks like Astra's actually going to push on to A.
There they are.
With no one there to contest. Everybody seems to be moving to B. Astra might catch center off guard. That boombot is going to see Blimey. And Blimey's going to get peeked, take a little bit of damage. And there's that Astra coming to fruition. And is going to actually devastate the team. Ixora is on 15 health on B. Cannot find anything. As I said, it was very much projected that ERAU won that round. And that could be the start of a comeback for ERAU. Or it could just be a little bump in the road for Center's road to victory. No ults up yet, which is foreseen. Usually there aren't that many ults up yet on third round, but who knows? If somebody went really crazy, they could definitely pull it off. Yeah, not many people very close. Wait for getting that wall set up. I will say smokes have not been a problem for either team. I feel like visibility has been difficult.
Mid push, some folks going straight into garage here.
3 at
A
least.
little bit of util from that KJ.
Not exactly committing though, making sure that they sort of stay in courtyard and don't commit. Ooh, and that's a fantastic headshot from Snam. And there's a second one. Snam absolutely devastating them, taking it to a 5v3. Jeej is gonna pick up whatever gun that was on the ground. Looked like an Ares, but I could be wrong. Center taking this opportunity to get very aggressive, and Snam is actually going to get picked by Jeej. Jeej sort of foresaw that maybe they were going to get aggressive and decided to hold an angle. Ixora intentionally getting hit by the trip. Funny. Whisper looking for something on sight and is going to take out Jeej. Just narrowing it down. Pierogi's going to get one. And let's see, it's a 3v1. Very much in Center's favor. That boombot might not see, but we check graffiti anyway and it works. Pierogi managing to get the 2 that were on site. Absolutely fantastic. And that's going to put Pierogi 3 away from ult. And 2 people on Center's team with full shield and a rifle. It is looking absolutely in Center's favor. And that was Center's round. Center was intended to win that round because it would have been the first round that they would have been able to buy rifles. I bet ERAU is really just hoping that this attack side, whenever they can get into the groove, they can just take the little advantage that they're getting from attack side and bring it to less of a gap between the two teams. There goes those Viper walls. Not much presence on any site other than mid really being shown. And people already deciding to rotate Snom going from A to B, as there is utility presence on B. That Viper wall's got to come down soon. Still not really committing to anywhere. We are going to maybe... ERAU is going to poke their heads onto C long. Some util set up on A so that they don't get flanked. But honestly, with Haven, there's so many different nooks and crannies that you can go into that there's no real way to predict it.
Maybe thinking that garage here looks clear after that.
Alarmbot's going to see somebody,
Util.
not know they made it on site, and Snom's going to get it anyway. Making sure that they stay way in the back and they are unable to make it to any site. They have about 30 seconds to make it onto a site, and they've showed almost no progress. ERAU is going to have to move quickly.
30 seconds left.
Even if they're running, I'm not sure they'll have enough time to plant almost anywhere.
They would
They're
have
still
to.
walking.
They would have to get onto a site incredibly quickly, and it looks like they are going to pick up the pace a little bit. But that will be heard by the people in B, and they're going to make a full rotate. Ray's whiffing the nade, maybe hurting his own team. That Ray's nade was quite unfortunate, but Whisper did get a pick off of it.
They still don't plant though.
And they don't get the plant. Defenders are going to win that round almost on a DNF. They did not quite make it to a site. Just the I think that ERAU realized that they can't really get onto any of the sites and was trying to come up with something else, but instead of calling a timeout, just decided to run it on the fly. 2 more rounds, and Center will take this home.
Thank you.
Snom is about to get ult. Jump peek just to confirm. Taking out that util. Looking for the ping. AJ even throwing her util. Seeker's out. Can't really find anything for it. That's 3 picks for Center, 2 for ERU, and 1 for the showstopper, narrowing it down to a 2v2. That bird does not go off, so Sky does not know if anybody is in garage. Sky is seen. Sky gets Snom. Looking like a 1v2, but Sky is incredibly hurt. And Blimey has full util. There goes Dog.
Revealed there after Dog gets shot.
Really unfortunate. That nade goes out. That might get
impactful.
absolutely impactful. That boombot.
This up very well.
A great pick for Blimey.
Great headshot, clutching out that round. That's going to put Center in a very, very good position. That will be 12-5, Center's favor.
If Center does win this next round, that will be game. I haven't commented on very much, but ults. Center is holding on to those ults. I very much think that their playstyle of holding on to those ults until they know for a fact that they're going to make it influential is honestly really winning them a lot of these rounds. Is like Blimey got Showstopper off that, and now it's 1 round left, and we have Showstopper, Sova ult, Detain, and Knives. Like, there's very little chance that that these ults let us down.
Of course, and only 1 away from the Viper ult as well. Center can just kind of dump these impactful abilities and just secure their victory.
Snom does get that first pick, not even with the knives. Is out of util other than smokes though. Gonna dash forward, miss the window shot.
Maybe looking for some clips.
Looking for something to show to people. Everybody's gonna get pinged from ERAU's Cypher ult. Their other ult is down though, as Fade died in the very beginning. Ooh, can't quite secure the pick on either side. So we're gonna blind fire in there. isn't going to find much with the first two and isn't going to be able to fire off the third one. This is looking in ERU's favor, but not by very much. We still have those ults that we could really use. Dog going out might reveal... Ooh, definitely revealing Pierogi's location. Doesn't know that Raze is right there. He's looking for a place to put this detain.
And it is wanting to end it here and now.
Ooh.
But you have to think that this might just be ERAU doing such a great job of kind of baiting some of these abilities out. Making center play maybe a little impatient in this 12-5 position.
They realize that they're not going to win with 4 ults up, and so maybe they got to bait a couple of them out. Can't find the op shot and will lose the op for center. Blimey, the only one left. Not enough time to defuse. I'm going to save that rifle. Not a bad decision at all, and it is going to move us to 6 and 12. Still holding on to 3 ults. And ERAU is going to have 2. Just popped, I think only popped 1. Only popped Cypher ult that last round.
Cypher and KJ, both ults down.
Right. Cypher on ERAU popped it, and then KJ on center.
And there's several wins.
Oh, you're right, you're right. I have
ults
terrible
last
memory. Yeah. Not a lot of ults last round, except for the 3. They're going to have a lot of presence on A. Make some noise. They can't quite see Blimey anymore. Blimey a little bit scared to peek.
Potential moment for a nice little racket reacher there.
Yeah.
Hard to tell how many numbers there are unless you're already dead.
So now I'm pulling out the knives, looking for something. There's one. Can't get the second. But a pick is a pick. That nade goes out, just clear out Link. Not Link, I don't know what it's called. Lobby.
That's pushing right on into B.
Will Pierogi be able to stop him?
You're probably going to be able to see his ace go pretty easy.
Absolutely gone. Somewhat similar to something that happened last round. Not last round, but last game.
To contest in Garage, but gets out of the way.
Both of ERAU's players sitting in port, moving on to B. One gets picked by Exora.
Totally flashed Exora there, but still able to hit that up by shooting in roughly the correct direction.
Yeah, in A direction.
Should be GG's for
that
Summer College.
Should be a game.
Perhaps some sort of
technical issue.
Strange setting in the
wizard
map lobby. Play out all maps was on. A little whoopsie on behalf of we are the hosts, so this is on us.
Yeah. But rest assured, that is going to be a center win. Maybe we have a little knife round. It does not look like that.
They should probably stop here and not play this out. But
maybe a little friendly knife round.
Maybe a little friendly knife. That never hurt nobody.
That's like at the end of a game, whenever all the players get to like fist bump, high five the other team. You should have a nice friendly knife round.
Revealing area. Found them.
We'll take a quick screenshot here of the score that says 13-6. So it doesn't become confusing later.
Cut down.
It's looking like center might take this home.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, and there's 2.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
And absolutely devastating. 14-6. Never seen anything like it.
All right, some players disconnecting now to get us back out of the lobby. Yeah, not really sure what the protocol is in these types of moments, but we'll get it sorted out with the league. See if we can get you some sort of end of game scoreboard. Probably not with the way this map is panning out right now. Cool. I'll go ahead and exit out as well. Well, folks, that's a win for center in this second placement game of 13-6. Don't look at what the scoreboard says. Alrighty. Later down the line this week, we have got 2 more placement games for League of Legends. That will be Wednesday. Don't know the times for those yet. And then 4 more placement games for Overwatch, Gold, and White. Might end up only being 2 or 3, depending on how many occur at the same time, in terms of what you can watch at home. No games on Friday, and then starting next week, we will be in the regular season with our placements done. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care.